We're born unto this earth, generations one by one, ash to ash and dust to dust. There is nothing left undone. I'll sing for you because I need to. Right now, this is all I know. I'll sing so we will not forget you. I will sing you home. I will sing you home.
I'm Veranda, and we're here in Guilford, Vermont, at the grave of my husband, Richard Henry Coutant III. And I'm going to tell you our story, or some of it. In April of 2014, he got sick, and he had pancreatic cancer, stage 4, and 47 days later, he was dead. And so during those 47 days, our community did everything for me, so that all I had to do was just be with Richard. You know, he had everything to live for, including a happiness and serenity that I don't think he ever had before in his life, before that diagnosis. And I remember him saying, when he was first diagnosed, "At least I don't have to practice law anymore." And then he said, "At least I know I lived long enough to grow up, to know I grew up." He was in so much pain and had only moments when he was able just to feel the love and contact more than the domination of that illness. Richard had in his advance directives that he would be cremated. And I didn't pay any attention to his advance directives because he was healthy, and we thought we were going to have decades. And when he said that he planned to be cremated, I said, well, that's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. I mean, there are too many burned up Jews, for one thing. And also, I had read this really amazing book by Bern Heinrich called Life Everlasting, The Animal Way of Death. And at the beginning of the book, a friend who was terminally ill asked him about green burial, and there was some sentence about how first world humans are the only life form that gives back nothing in death. Here we have the place. I mean, Richard loved to mow these and we had the community. So it was very easy to organize. We had the perfect skill set right here in the neighborhood. Harry had a backhoe, and so this is not a real deep grave. It's more than 3 feet, it's probably 4. But Gilbert and Susan made a trundling board in lieu of a coffin, and my sister Evelyn and Linda Hecker found out how to make a shroud. What's the best kind of cloth, and so it was an organic muslin. And let's see, Eric Morse came and put the coordinates on our deed to the land, and he got, I think, the burial transit permit that you have to get from the town. We had the people, we had everything that we needed. Finally, his sister and Gloria Solar, who is an oncology nurse, they came and spent the night, and they sent me off to get some sleep. When I came back from about 4 hours of sleep, they said that he had gotten through a crisis, and then right around 4:45 a.m. on June 7th, he died. Our neighbor Carolyn Taylor Olson, who is a doctor, came and signed the death certificate, and everybody gathered here. People brought food. Our neighbor Jeremy Gold mowed hearts all the way up the hill in the field with his lawnmower. They drove him up the hill, and they fixed up the trundling board over the grave with 2x4s, and they had ropes. They had it all figured out. And then Peter Gould had his squeeze box, a little concertina, and we walked up the hill the way that we always do. My sister sang a wordless song, a vocalese. Patty and I sang a song that we had written called Keep Walking. And Sadie, our granddaughter, read a poem she had written called The 10 Best Things About Grandpa, or something like that. And she just read it straight out. And then we lowered his body down. It was time to fill in the grave. And we did that. We just shoveled the dirt back in. And I'll always remember Sadie and I, we could have shoveled all day. So it's a tremendous consolation to have Richard right here. Richard believed in the body, and I love the idea that he's spreading his nutrients around here. And this is a place that I've always come, and I always will.
Thank you.
When grief invades my soul, there's comfort in a prayer I find. And though these candles honor you, they burn for those you left behind.